Hello everyone, welcome back to an episode of City Bus Manager with me, Tops. Yeah, so I had an idea after the last episode we had. We have completed Lancashire completely. However, we didn't ever really got to add our own bus routes in as bus routes we would want to have in. So that's what we're going to do today. I have deactivated all of the bus routes that I want to rework and re-add in. Now, some of these are simple bus routes, like the T24. Now, I want to edit the route, and I want to delete these ones here up until we get to Polton. So I'm going to get all these deleted, and I'm going to work out a way to get the bus routes how I want them. And that is literally going to be creating our own bus routes completely from scratch. Now, this is going to be a lot of work to do, and hopefully we can get all this done in one episode. If not, then I'll try and fit it in as one episode as I can. Now, I need to get this to Polton filed south. And I literally am deleting everything. Might take a while. Let me get you back when we get it back to Polton filed south. And I have this trimmed how I want this to be. Okay, so we're back. We're basically just going to go from Fleetwood up here, all around the houses, through Cleveley's, through Thornton to Polton, and that's just what I want this to be. So we're going to rename this and just add new at the end, even though it is the exact same route. It only goes to Polton. It doesn't go from Polton to the hospital to town. Just keep it at that route altogether. Now, these every 20 minutes. I think they're every 10. So we're going to have to completely rebuild this route from there. So let me get all this timetabled up and organised. I want to make them every 15 minutes. And we'll just go from there. And we're back. So they start off with every 20 minutes and they go to every 15 and it runs like that until it goes to 20, then half an hour's. It's fine with how things are. Everything should work fine. They'll have a bit of a gap here and there, but everything seems to be okay. That's going to be the new T24. And I should be able to activate that route as well again. There we go. That should be fine. Now, the main ones is like the line 1. I want the line 1 to go the complete route. So I'm going to have to basically just build the whole route for the 1 completely. So we're going to go create new route. If I discard that, I might be able to edit the original 1, depending on where I started it. Go to edit route. We started it at Stargate. Not really the best to start. We'll discard changes. I'm going to have to completely rebuild the 1. Which is fine. It just means our previous B1 route will will cease to exist. And we're going to start it off all the way up here. Follow it around. But no. It's not starting at Fleetwood Ferry. I'm going to do it how it used to start. And it's going to start here. Affinity outlet. Now I need to add those that way. And have him run this way. So it used to be called Freeport. And then it goes this way. Can I add a... There we go. And we're just going to add this all the way around as it would be. That's the right. Crosses back over this way. Oh, hang on. No, it goes in, doesn't it? one goes down this way. Is it? Yeah, it does. Doesn't go. Does it go up that way? I'm not sure if this is the 14 one route. I'm confused now which way it goes. I know it goes across, so it must go up this way. And the 14 goes that way. I'm gonna do it so it goes this way. Goes over across this way and up this way here. Which it probably doesn't, but this would be the football stadium. So we'll do it as if it goes this way. Even though I probably goes that way, but that way will be covered by a new 14 route. Okay, unless it goes that way. The 14 route goes this way. I'm really confused with this way this goes. Another 4. I think the 14 goes that way. Hang on. Right, this is. I'm trying to figure out the route I want this to take. Okay. Go to this bus stop. Go to Tesco. Carry on straight ahead. Down this way. Which I believe is literally. Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to do our usual. Loop it into the bus station. And back out. Follow it all the way around, down the prom. Perfect. Like I say, we're just gonna have these go all the way down. To where the original route used to go. And then a bit more as well, to be fair, because it used to go all the way to St. Anne's, but I'm actually going to do it to Lytham. Because I want a bus route that goes the entire route. Yeah. It'll go into here and stop for people to swap buses. It wouldn't do that in real life, but it just means it's a better hub for bus connectivity here, even though there is a North Pier sign, one up there. And then it just continues straight down the promenade. Literally following prom, as it does. Sorted there. Keep it running. Great. Dunes. Bus stop there. That bus stop there. Follow this all the way down. Now, I know it used to do a loop here somewhere, but this is going to be different. This is going to go entirely to fact, no. It is going to go down the prom. Where are we? Okay, I'm going to delete that stop there, and it's going to go this way. And go entirely down the seafront. Maybe Saint and on C. There we go. Follow this all the way down. Go all the way round to the end, then goes down this way. Round this way. I can't remember which one the line 11 goes down. But I'm going to do it so it turns round this way. And then this way. Pause on back round. So it's going to be a very long bus route. About 20 miles each way. But it's going to be completely along the promenade. And go all the way down to Lytham. So Lytham to Fleetwood via bus. Which is a mammoth bus route there. Let me get all this sorted. Let me get some timetables sorted for this. And then I'll be right back. And we are back. So I've literally had to do all the timetables. It's been a bit of a faff, but it's all good. They run every 15 minutes during the week, every half an hour during a Saturday. That's all done. Clicking on double deckers and activate route now. There we go. Is that that is a charging station, and the other charging station's up all the way down here, which I thought had a charging point already. Mustn't have done. So, oh, it did. I don't know. Either way, they're going at each end. I think St. Anne's was one. Yeah. So St. Anne's is a new starting point. And where else was a new starting point? I think the middle, and then Cleveley. So they all should have starting points and all that. So that is the new line 1, which was a lot of work to do to get just the line 1 sorted. Now, the line 5 is going to be a bit more of a faff because I want to do the line 2C again. So we're going to add in a brand new line 2C. So it's going to be the B2C, but I'm going to do it as an alternative route. So obviously it'll start here. We'll go around this way. We're going to stick another one here. And then there we go. We go all the way up to here for the hospital. We then are going to go up. No, sorry. This is the wrong way. We go the 2C way, which is this way. So instead of having the 2C on the 5C bus route, we're going to have it on the original 2C bus route. I just think it makes more sense than having to faff about and add this route on to another route. It just makes a lot more sense to have it as its own route. And then we're going to have a new 5 route as well that will be implemented. Now, I'm adding these here, because that one there, because it'll add a few more things there. But we're literally just running through all these. Up through here. And it's not the biggest route, this. But it's a decent sized route. That there to add them, that one to add to that one. Go through Presol. And then all the way over here. And the loop around as well. There we go. And then it just goes back the same way. Not the longest route, but it doesn't need to be. It's a route that's going to be utilised. And then it's just a matter of the 5 that we're going to be changing next. This will be the 2C, as the original 2C route. There's nothing wrong with the 2C route, so that's why I'm making it as a 2C route, as a separate route. Not linking it up with the 5s, not linking it up with anything else. This is how we're sorting it all out. Now, the next one, like I say, the 5 route is going to be the one that ends up getting a lot of details and changes, is the 5. So we need to work on a few bus routes. So the 5, the 7, the 11, and the 14, I think, are some of the bus routes that we're going to be working on. And the 6. Yeah, and the 6. I'm kind of going to go to some of the old routes. And then also some of the new routes as well. So they're all going to utilise each other as much as possible. And then, yeah. So let me get all this sorted. Let me get a timetable in place. And then we'll be right back. And we've get that all set up. All the times are in. And that's scheduled. So that is the 2C added in. Make sure I rename it to new. We've got 2 new buses. Now we need to do the 5, which is going to be a fun little bus, a fun bus route. We're going to have to start all the way down here. So this bus, this is actually going to be the new turnaround point. And we're just going to create a new bus route. Going to be the B5 new, as the original new bus route was. And we're just going to run around the original 5 route all the way up to the hospital. Isn't too bad, to be fair. Just this one, need to be careful on where that clicks. Okay, then we go through town up here. Not as normal, through up this way. Up the 5 route. All the way to the hospital. Now, yes, the 5 route from here, like I say, changes. But I'm going to add a new way for this to go. I'm going to add a waypoint here. We're going to follow it around the back of the hospital. And then down to the zoo. And back up this way. And this is one route. Now, because we've got this waypoint here, we can add the second route in, and we won't have an issue with routes overlapping. And obviously this goes this way to here. So before we get to there, let me add that waypoint there. Go to Bacon Butty. There's not really anything else to add apart from following around here. And then this being the turnaround point. And back up. And that'll be another waypoint there. Now, the final one will go up this way. And we just follow this all the way around up to Polton. That's why the T24 we've just finished at Polton, so it still adds people can change bus routes if needs be. But we can add all these through with no issues. You skip that there. In fact, yeah. Just so I know where it is on the system, we'll add the waypoint there. If it'll allow me, there we go. And then we know where to edit the bus routes from. Okay. And now we'll literally just go back the way we came. All the way back up to Business Park up by Morrison, or by the halfway house where the original route would be. And this is a bit of a finicky route, so I've got to get all this sorted. Get it all the correct route as well. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I've been getting all this all sorted to make them every 15 minutes during the weekday. So they're every half an hour going up to Polton, as the 5 does now. Those are every hour going to Staining. The 5 up to the 5 all the way up to the hospital, then on to Staining. The 5B up to from the halfway house up to, that's actually wrong. There we go, that's now sorted. So yeah, all the way up to the halfway house. From the halfway house all the way up to the hospital, then to the zoo. And then on a weekend, I've done them every 40 minutes. So I've done this one where it goes through Staining up to Polton. So it goes kind of the 5A to the 5, So it adds that, and then I've made it so it finishes at a certain time, then it goes to the normal 5 route. And then the 5B is during the day, it just adds some more bus routes in. It makes sense in my head. The timetable, it makes sense as well. So basically, it's every 15 minutes during the weekday, every 20 minutes during the weekend, when it goes via staining both ways until a certain time where it just stops going to staining and stops going to the zoo. That's basically it. So that is the new 5. We're going to activate this bus route. And it was a lot of work getting all that done. But that is the new 5. So obviously, we're going to implement the new line 1, the new line 2C, and the new line 5, and the new 24. Which the 24 has just been edited, but I'm going to add new to it anyway. And we still have a few more bus routes that I want to add. So I want to implement the 6, but I want to implement the 6 how the 6 used to be, which I think is how the 6 used to be. It's a little bit confusing in my head and how bus routes used to be. I remember the 14 used to go to the one this way. So the 14 used to go through the town and through to here. The 6, I think, was the 6 that went to the 17. So that is what I want to do. I want to make the 6 into the 17 and the 6. So that'll still be the 6, but the 6 plus 17. And then I want to make the 7... To be fair, the 7 is fine. I just want to extend it this way. So if I edit the routes... Yeah, so we start off at Cleely's anyway. It's just a matter of removing certain times up here. So we need to go back to Rosewood Lodge, which will be here. And I need to delete back to Rosewood Lodge. So let me get all this deleted, and then we'll extend this 7 to the correct route. And here we go. So Rosewood Lodge, then it goes St. Anne's on the Sea. We just carry on this down. And we're going to go through the original route this takes. So we're going to add this all the way down the original line 7 route with some added extras for this, because I'm going to do the extension to the line 7 to Kirkham. Now it's going to take a while to get this all done, but once it's all done, it's going to be worth it. Now, that is obviously that route, so we'll go up this way and through St. Anne's as it is. Oh, Lytham, sorry. We're now through Lytham. This is where we're probably going to have to start adding more waypoints. Yeah. So for some reason, sometimes these waypoints just get weird. Okay. Savers up to there. Right. I'm just going to have to hope that this works correctly. I know we're going the wrong way again. I'm definitely going the wrong way, so I need to delete these waypoints. Right, so we're at the savers here. And it goes up this way. Don't know why this is doing it like this. There we go. And then we go up this way. Through to here. And then this is where I'm going to add a waypoint. Because this will be the waypoint for an extended route that goes all the way to Kirkham. It's going to be a bit of an annoying route, but it'll work. So we're going to go all the way through Frackleton. Okay. It's going that way for some reason, which it doesn't actually do. Gonna add a bus stop there to pick up this here. Gonna add a bus stop there to pick up all this. Add a bus stop there to pick up this. Add a bus stop there to pick up that little bit. And then we're going to go through Clifton this way. Add Clifton. We're going to go past Newton, so there's no point in stopping in there. We will add one there just to add a bit more area. Let me just make sure I change this to new. Well, so after here, we're going to go in through Kirkham. There we go. Up past Kirkham train station. Through Wesham. Up to a little roundabout over here. Edit that to call it Wesham. And then literally going to do that up to there. And then back down this way. And this should hopefully work. And then we go back through Kirkham. I remember when the 7 used to go up to Kirkham. I think it was one every hour went up this way. But I'm probably going to make it one every... I might make it one every half an hour. And add everything through. Was there a, let me just go up to Clifton. I can add that one back as well. And find Clifton. Oh, hang on. It was just bus stop, wasn't it? So the bus stop, Clifton. Through this way. Back this way. To that bus stop there. Another bus stop there to add everything in. Stick one there. Go through Freckleton again. Get all these added in. It's going to be a very long route, this. A very long route indeed. That in. It'll let me make a bus stop there, yep. So I'm looking for BAE Wharton. Add that bus stop in. There's BAE Wharton, that's that bus stop, so we'll start off back there. And then add all these back in. And make sure we get that waypoint there, so that means that'll be the extended route. Perfect. Then I would just go about adding everything through here. Making sure it doesn't go any weird ways. Okay, can we then go straight to savers, or is it going to go another weird way again? We go another weird way, so can I just add that to there? No, I'm going to add that one there first. Now it's savers, go to seniors. Add that one there to stop it going wonky. Okay, now we can just follow this back and we should be good. It's going to be another complete rebuild for the timetable for this. So let me get all these connected back up together and get on with the timetable, and then I'll be right back once that is all set up. And we are back. So we have done the 7s to Kirkham, we've done the 7s to Lytham, the 7s from Kirkham, and the 7s from Lytham. But every day. And it's a bit of a pain, but it works, it's added. We now need to activate that bus again and rename it to the B7 new. And yeah, it's a bit of a hectic bus route, this one. Going all the way through here to Wesham and Kirkham and back again. And then obviously it goes that way once every hour. No, once every half an hour it goes this way, and then every 15 minutes it's between Lytham and Cleveland's. So every half an hour this way, every 15 minutes everywhere else. And then on a weekend it's every hour and then every hour. So every half an hour within here, every hour extended. So yeah, that's the 7, the updated 7, which basically means we can get rid of the 9. Oh no, we can't get rid of the 9 yet. We can get rid of the 17. Well, no, because we've not done the 17 yet. We've not even done the 11 yet. So the 11 in the 9 is the next one to merge through. And that one is just going to be that way, the 11 and the 9. Which way does the 17 go? So the 17 goes along this way. Now, I remember the 14 originally stopping over here. So I think the 14 was the one that went all the way through. Yeah, it definitely was the 14 that went all the way through. So we're going to reactivate the 6 route as the original 6 route that we've already had set up with the extra areas here. So every 20 minutes, one just stays here, one goes here, one goes here. every 20 minutes. And that all works with the one bus in the morning on a weekday going up here. So that works fine. The 6 is fine. The 6 doesn't need changing. We just need to extend the 14 to add it in to the 17, and then extend the 11 to add into the 9. So if we have a quick look at this route, I believe we started and finished it. Yeah, so there's no way we can edit this one. Can we edit the 11? If I started that at Lytham, I can edit that and add it on. I can. So I just need to get to the to Market Street. So from Tower, it goes to Market Street. But going back up this way, it would actually go to Corporation Street. And then follow up this way. Let me get this all added in as well. So we can get the 11 on the original 11 route. With the extension. I missed a bus stop there. So yeah, with the original way the 11 went, instead of it splitting from the... I don't know why they split the buses. Maybe to save... Maybe to make people change buses. It just doesn't make sense to me, because why would you want a customer to change? The only reason you'd want people to change bus is because it means that you would get more money. That they would be forced to change buses in town. You would end up getting 2 bus fares instead of just 1. That's the only reason I could see them. I saw them doing that, which was just not the correct thing to do, to be fair. Because if people just buy a day bus pass at that point, then don't they? But yeah, we just follow this back up this way to get the new 11, which they've messed them up again. Like I said, they've done the 11, the 11A, the 11B, the 7, the 7A. All the buses are just completely different to how they used to be. That should go over there, but then it needs to go around that way, so we'll add that there. Going the right? Is this going the right way? Or is it up that way? I think it goes up, so I think this is the wrong bus stop. Yeah, it makes more sense that it goes this way. So then this will be the new 11, which was the original 11 route. I just don't know why they changed the route at all. It makes no sense why they did that way. I've added Market Street needs deleting. Stop messing it up. So now we go back this way. Okay. And with adding all these bus routes, then it's just a matter of, I think we've got one more bus to change then after this, which will be the 14. So add that to the original bus route of how the 14 originally went. But that means I'm going to have to completely redo the 14 route with how that route is laid out. Although could I extend the 17? I think I've edited. I think the 17 is the same way. But if Fleetwood starts at Fleetwood, if the 14 starts at Fleetwood, then we'll be able to modify that. Okay, there's more park news. More park news to go to there, so we go to there. I guess that little kink out of the way. And then we carry on around this way. It just works. And then we go back into town. This way. Pretty simple to do. Add that there, and then all we need to do is go into Market Street. And that's the 11 sorted. So call that the B11 new, and tick that off. Now I'm going to go through and get all the timetables added. And there we go. So we have the 11 when the timetable sorts out. The 11 all sorted out from Lytham to Cleveland's as the original 11 did. That is all done and dusted, and I've reactivated it as well. Just need to rebrand that to the B11 new. And we only have one more bus to do now, which is the 14/17. So let's have a look. Where does this end? Is this the... Oh, this is Lytham. So I can edit this again. But then it goes this 7 route down here. So I'm probably just going to rebuild this route completely. Rebuild the 14 to a completely new route. And we'll see how that goes as well. And we are back. So it's been a few days since I recorded the last clip. We've had an update in the game since then as well. Map data has been updated, which I've looked at the map and it doesn't look like anything's changed really for my save. There's a new break room, but obviously we've not built a break room yet because we didn't need to build a break room. Reduced office space, performance enhancements and stuff, fleet numbers. I'm zooming in on the thing and zooming down. So if like look at here, destination display, fleet number, shift. I don't know how all that works. Is there a setting for it? Probably. But it works. It's all good. Why is some of these broken? So I need to probably repair buses. Probably a good idea. We've got still no more upgrades because we're right at the end of this thing anyway. So let's have a look at our bus fleet and have a look at our broken buses. Get all more repaired. A lot of them will just be brake pads. For the next day's shift because we've completed. We have completed our bus routes, which I will show you through now. So we have the new one, which if I zoom out on the map, it goes all the way from Fleetwood, all the way down to Lytham, as you saw in the last clips that I did. We've got the 2C, which is the 2C route originally. I've taken it out of the 5 route because it just makes more sense, and also in reality it's out of the 5 route anyway. It makes more sense having it as one bus route instead of having the chop and change of things. The new 5 route, which is basically what the 5 route is now, but with a bit of extended down here, just so it adds, it'll effectively now adds the airport in as a stop. I've also done the weekend routes as well, so the weekend routes work similarly as well. So there's now a 5X, which goes all the way through to staying in and background during the day, and then during an evening it just cuts out staying in, which is fine. The new line 7, which is the original line 7, like the original line 7 that I know of anyway, from Cleveland's through the town centre and then all the way to St Anne's. That's all built. And then it also actually goes down to Lytham as well, so, and extended to Kirkham, I believe, yeah. So you can't see the bus stops here because it's not the next day, when the next day they will do. We've extended the 11. So instead of it just being Cleveland, Lytham to town, you can just barely see. It now incorporates what the 9 was to Cleveland's, because that originally was just one bus route. And now we've done the 14 as well, so you can't see anything at the moment because of how it's done, but it starts off here. But if we go to the next day, does it update the bus route in the morning? Let me pause. So we have the 14. You're going to show me the route. There we go. Now it goes from, I would call it, I still call it Freeport, but it's Affinity Outlet now. Up to Fleetwood Ferry, down the 14 route all the way to town, and then it goes the 17 route to St Anne's. So there's 2 buses that go to Lytham instead of 3, which now there is 3 buses because the 17 now goes that way, which is, yeah, the 17, the 7, and the 11 now will go to Lytham. But no, this one only goes up to here. That's how the 14 used to go, as I remember. I've never got on that bus when I was the 14. I got the 14 going this way plenty of times. I never got the 14 going the other way. But yeah, and obviously the new T24, which we sorted out, goes just from Cleveland to Poulton. Wasn't worth adding the extra bits to go to the town centre. Just never made sense. So we've lost the original 1, the original 5, the original 7, because obviously we extended that, and the 9 takes over on the 11, as you can see there. With the original 14 we've lost. The 21 we've lost because it just covers by, it's just covered by the 1 now, but the better 1. The 22 I've taken off service because we have buses that go here. We have a bus that goes here, being the 26. We have the A54 still going. Oh no, the A54 is a new one. I forgot about that. The A54 is a new bus. No, still the same one. That's the minibus one up to a ferry. The A58 is a new route, which was from Thingamajigs down to here. It's like 100,000 a day. I thought I'd add that in just to add another new thing in. And then this one, I've updated it to a single decker, but it's now every 15 minutes instead of every 20. Because I couldn't have it as a double decker. It would not work with a double decker because of all of them. Oh, that update has gone. Is this bus now back in service? It looks so. If I go to your schedule, oh, yeah, it's back in service. Automatically assigned to all depots. Oh, that is nice. And then automatically assigned buses to all depots. Single decker, Lancaster, not all shifts could be assigned because the company doesn't have enough buses. Seriously? Single decker. That should. I literally have maxed out the buses here. It should work. Let me see. That one I might be able to add on to another one. So if I stick that there, and I'm looking for a 355. That's a 4, so that finishes at 4, which I can't add that one on there. There has to be one where I can add it to it. There has to be one. There you go. Simple. And then it was Lancaster, which is missing assignments, which I like how this is now updated to this as well. So there is that time. Is there another one that starts later than that on here? think they're all pretty much the same. Matter of getting all this in. That one starts there, so looking at 3 or 1510. 1510. No, that's before 1510. Anything that we've got time up? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So we've got all the buses are scheduled. Amazing. This one apparently can't be scheduled, but I have changed it as a different bus route. So I think we finally just do the whole sell this bus, and hopefully that works now. But anyway, yeah, everything is up and running. All the buses are up and running. We still have some buses that we're delayed on. I don't know why, but some buses get delayed. They look like they've fixed themselves up. And the plan basically is just to run it for the day. I probably need to go to each depot and make sure everything's repaired, so let me go and do that. I'll bring you back when it's the start of the full day. When it is, obviously, we'll see how these new bus routes handle. And we're back. So we are nearing the buses coming out soon. I just wanted to go over what happened yesterday with all the monies and stuff. So we made a profit of 700,000 yesterday, which was the old system, and I hope today we'll make a lot more money than just 700,000. Obviously, with all the new buses, the extended routes and all that, we'll see how that works. You can see buses going out now, and we're getting another. We'll plan a route for them because we can. Where are you? Over here. You want to go to the pleasure beach? You go from there to the pleasure beach. We'll drop you off on the prom. And then take you on the way back. We don't care what route it goes. It works. We probably won't end up doing it because of when it's going to be. But it's just bus charter, double decker, edit timetable, make sure that one is I did it straight away. Allow buses to change routes, and it's on Thursday. We'll just confirm it. Fine. Right. So as I was saying before that interrupted us, bus routes have updated. The one thing I forgot to do when I was setting up bus routes is this stop here, which is the turnaround point. I forgot to upgrade to having electric charging points, which is going to be a problem for the 7K. So that's going to be an issue. We have actually dropped population because I believe we were in like mid-80s. So yeah, we're in mid-80s on there, which is not good with that being misdone. What else? I've also just had a look to see what the workshop was. Not the workshop, the break room. And literally, it's a break room. It has a TV in, it has a radio in, it has a couch in. You basically just have to do a 5x5 with a couch. Add a little standing light there as well. Table football, that's pretty cool. I put it there, no one will be able to use the door though, so yeah, we won't add that into it. But it's a pretty cool little thing. Yeah, we just need to now watch all of our times. So, I don't know what our first bus will be. Oh, well, that's another thing. Route statistics. Not route statistics. One that I was wanting to look at. I think it was route statistics. No, it wasn't. It was finances and tickets. So everything went up by a lot yesterday, and I don't know why. Now, obviously, we've now changed the bus routes, so these are going to be very different. We'll see how things go. Let's just have a look at our buses that are out. So we've got a new 7 already, which starts in the town centre. So yeah, I basically just split them up. So basically everything starts at 5, no matter like halfway through the route as well. So by the time it comes to 6, where it's the time that a lot of buses start, that time will end up being a longer route. Yeah, I say a longer route. It's just going to be a time where the buses every bus would be running at 6 o'clock, so there'll be every 15 minutes or whatnot. Pause the time and zoom into here. We can follow the new 7, even though it's going the other way. Do we have another new 7 from elsewhere? We have a Kirkham 7, so yeah, we'll watch this one. We'll see how this goes. We'll stick it on that speed. So it adds a few more things onto the system. People are using it straight away, which is great. And we're just going to see how much we can make throughout the day, to be fair, with this new 7 route. Obviously, we've got the 58, the 68 going down this way, or the 368 as we've numbered it now. But it goes through a different route as well, so it's pretty good. Ah, that's now. So yeah, it's messed up some bus routes, which is a little bit annoying, but there's nothing really we can do. Well, there's no point in going in and editing that now because it's the next day. We have a few 7s that are getting pretty busy. The new 14 going round, which is great. Another one going that way. New 7 going this way, which is rammed. Is this the 7K? It is. So is this going to be dropping off a load of people here? It's still pretty busy. I just want to see how many people go the other way towards Lytham. But obviously now the 5's been reduced to every 15 minutes instead of every 10. The 5's going to start getting busy. Which this obviously is going to go up this way. And then it'll wait here for a few seconds and go up that way. As another 7 went the other way, which is great. There's not that many people. Oh, to be fair, I say not that many people. The 68 is there. He's really rammed as well. I guess it just gives extra people an extra bus service to use. There's another 7 going that way. That'll be another 68. Some of these the 2C's getting packed. The 5 is getting packed. Yeah. And as soon as we've got the money, I need to upgrade the bus stop up here to allow it to charge for electric buses. Because otherwise, the buses might end up getting packed. We've got a phone call coming in. You're a bus driver, you need a break. Depot 3, okay, let's have a look at shifts. No, not tomorrow. Depot 3. Automatic assign or depot. There we go, that's sorted. I've just realised we've got 786 assignments for buses across all depots, which is insane. But we're just going to sit and watch this bus. So yeah, this new bus route is doing well. It drops people off here, it doesn't pick anyone up, but that needs an electric bus charger. Even if it's only there for a few minutes, it needs to charge. How is another bus route doing? The 11. Okay, so you coming from St. Anne's? You're getting pretty big, pretty busy. Got buses going the other way, which are busy. Fives, they're busy. A lot of these buses are busy. And they're getting absolutely packed, but there's nothing really much we can do. Apart from obviously buying more buses at the moment, which we can't do. Our weekly bus tickets slowly creeping up. Got a 14 as well going there, which is packed. So I guess it kind of having the buses how they are now, where they're split buses. Yeah, it stops in the middle of town, and you've got to change buses. But by the time you've changed, someone might get off the bus and be like, "Oh, I need the toilet." Go and get the toilet, and by the time they come to get the next bus, that bus is not packed anymore. So I guess it works in ways. But that's that one done. Where else do we haven't? So that's an original bus route. We're not going to really cover that. Do we have where there's the? Where's a new one? I'll watch a new one. Which way are you going, one? You're going up. Not really the way I wanted to watch, but it goes and it works. The amount of people using our bus route has declined, though. I don't know why. Even though we've still got the same coverage. Oh, it's added all these little routes here, which technically you can't have a bus going up that way. That's with the map update. It adds new roads that wasn't there before, like all up here. These new things have been added. Can't really add buses down here. Like, can you imagine a bus going down to the end of the? We're not GTA. We're not in GTA. You can't go to the end of the pier and drive off. But all the buses are now getting rammed. So this update, I think, has just added more passengers completely to the network. Do we have any buses that are running significantly late? 1 minute. 1 minute's are fine. We can deal with 1 minute. I guess we're not even to the middle of the day yet, though. So we've got 51 bus routes. There was a 2 minute there that had just passed by. Anything else that I can see? 2 minutes there. Everything's running pretty smoothly. They're just getting absolutely rammed. Oh, that was one going down the other way, so let's follow this one. I should probably, before I start following that one, go over to Gherkin and Wesham, which I've gone completely past. Where is it? There we go. Add the charger there. There we go. Go back to this bus, and now we can watch that go through. So it's a pretty decent bus route. To be fair, it's making money. It obviously plonks itself here for a little bit. Keeps going. So in reality, the one doesn't actually go to the prom. Doesn't go to Cleely's, Cleely's bus station, but like I say, we've made our Blackpool transport how we wanted to, without the split bus routes, and we're just seeing how it works, because from what I'm looking at, it's not really that optimised. If anything, it's hindering the bus network more, because more people are staying on a bus to go longer. We're going to make less money, and the buses are going to be filled and continue being full. And then all these little routes here that aren't actually bus routes, that aren't actually roads that we can use, is there? Well, a lot of data has been added to this, which is amazing. The game saves have been made smaller. A lot of more stabilization of the games. More regions have been added in countries. I'm just looking at all the updates. A lot of bugs have been fixed, like that recall event one where the bus where we couldn't use the bus, and we couldn't even sell the bus or recall the bus. That's been fixed. So when we come to the new map, we get larger maps as well. So when we come and do Manchester next week, we get larger maps, which is going to be fantastic. Oh, and that's just changed to 11. So it gone down that way to be the 1, and then it changed to the 11, and then now that's the 1. That's good. So buses are still flopping here and there. Money making wise, we're doing pretty good. Cannot lie. And yeah, everything's working really, really good. Like I say, there's still buses here where, if I have a look at just the routes, zoom out and have a look at just the routes. The 5's getting very much utilised, which is good. Obviously, compared to the last 5, that was making 100 and odd a week. But that was with the 5 and the 5C combined. So if the 5 and the 5C combined now make a bit more money in a week, then that's good. The 1's making pretty much good money. The 7's making good money. The 11 is okay as well. The new 14 is good. Yeah, so obviously I didn't mess with some of these buses, but everything's working pretty good. The 26 is getting pretty busy. The 91, which obviously, like I said, I had to shuffle to a double-decker, from a double-decker to a single-decker, is getting pretty busy. Preston's getting busy again. I thought I'd just optimise Preston, and Preston's getting really busy. The 200s is that? 200s is Lancaster, isn't it? So they're pretty much okay. Some of them are getting busy. And then the 300s, which I've actually just found out in the recent days that the 74 and the 75 won't exist by the end of the year from Blackpool Transport. I believe the company that, like the the Lancashire County Council is retracting the tender for those bus routes. However that works, but basically it means from August time, those bus routes will no longer exist. How are we doing on the day so far? Are we getting into a profit? So we're halfway to, I say halfway to getting 700,000. We're making money though, which is the main thing. Our environmental reward has gone skyrocketed to on a Tuesday from a Monday. 20% of your earnings to e-buses, so that has changed completely. So 20%. Subsidiaries, we're still getting the 108. No, we're not anymore. We're getting 76%. Okay, so they've optimized income revenue streams more as well. Staff and internet. Internet's still gone. Fuel. I don't know why we had a fuel there when we didn't have any buses, so that'll be a glitch there. Yeah, everything's just up and running, which is fantastic. Like I say, we're not really hitting the busy time yet. Oh, we've got public utility. Oh no. The repair can take several hours. G-buses on the road can still charge at bus stops. Okay. So basically, we can't charge at the depot. We can only charge at bus stops, which is a bit of a problem. When our whole fleet's electric, but that's a thing for another day. But yeah, this episode's going to be a massive episode. I literally have to get this edited and uploaded within about an hour from finishing this to then get to work. So yeah, it is a massive undertaking, these episodes. I think this whole episode has taken me about 5 hours in total over 2 days of recording, just to get all the bus routes how they originally were without the breaks. Next week's episodes are going to be Manchester. I still don't know where to start in Manchester. I'm probably going to look for where the depot is and just start where the depot is. Get the postcode for the depot and do that. We sold the tickets, which is good. We still don't have the weekly active tickets, which is fine. Carry the passengers. That'll be pretty much easy as well. It's just so many people just going around on buses and all this. But yeah, so we'll have a fresh start next week on a brand new map in Manchester. We're going to look for where the Manchester depot is, and probably, like I say, just get that postcode, start there, look at routes around there, and just build from there. It is a shame that we can't expand this map even more. Because could you imagine if we just keep expanding, from starting off at Blackpool and covering the whole of England, the UK in bus services from having one system? We might be able to do that at one point in the game. I don't know how that'll work for being optimized enough, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, more optimizations in the game is a lot better for us. I actually got on the 4, which is now the 3A bus yesterday, which basically just goes to 4 route. I don't know why they've changed it to the 3A. They've just complicated things with how they've done the new buses, but that's just how life is at times, isn't it? But we're doing well. We're doing well, and everything's up. Seems to be up and running. We're getting more bus tickets sold. How much money are we making? We're already in more money than last. Well, we're not in. We're in loss apparently from yesterday because rent's gone up. So I think they've balanced things a lot more. We've made a lot more revenue though. How much tickets are going up? So tickets going up still by about 100% for a single ticket. And we've still got the same coverage of how many people are willing to use our transport. Pretty insane. Now we're in the complete profit now. We're over $1 million in the bank from the day. I know only 200,000 of that is from an achievement. Still pretty good. It's really fantastic having these extra buses and having the 7 continue, because the 7 actually gets a lot more usage now. It's just a shame that this is the end of the journey here. I know at some point I probably want to come back and rebuild all this again, as I have done in the past, like from the original series to then come to this series. But we're going to carry on this series, like I say. We're going to go off to Manchester and build some buses there next episode. Everything's a lot more profitable, it looks like, to be fair, with the bus routes. So, like, if I take the new 5 take-ins as a rough estimate, so we'll round it up to 29,000, plus, what's a 2C? We'll round it up to 9, then times 7. So that's 266,000 in a week, roughly. We do it times 6, just because obviously Saturday and Sundays are going to be probably one day. 228,000. Which, if you look at the old one, which is 118. So splitting them and having the new routes is working a lot better. The 7, we can't really do comparisons to the 7. The 1 is 90. We'll do 97 plus whatever the 21 was, so that's 45. And then we'll do that times 6 again, or we'll do 5.5 to give it a... Make sure that's correct. So 46 plus 96 times 5.5. That would be 781,000 in a week. Don't think that's legit, but if it is, then great. My math's probably way off on how this works, because that's 1 day's worth. And I'm timesing it by 5.5, as if like 5 days a week would have the same amount of money coming in. That 0.5 being a Saturday and a Sunday. Yeah. So we should be getting a lot more money than things were. Obviously, for the 14, it doesn't really work because it's the 14 plus the 17. You don't have the old 17 route. Same with the 11. The 11 is the 11 and the 9. But the 11 itself is making about the same as the 9 would have done. And we're not even all the way through the day. In fact, we're right at the end of the day right now. I did not realise where the time had gone. We've had 10 reviews, all of them 5-star. Have a look at the finances. So we've nearly made $1 million in a day profit. We've made nearly 2 million in revenue. The e-bus earnings has definitely gone up. The subsidiaries has definitely gone down, but that's if the subsidiaries we're making more on the subsidiaries than we have been in the past week. Because normally it was like 106 we would have, 106%, which we're still making profit. But yeah, that's basically 1 week with the new bus, 1 day with the new bus routes, and everything is getting good money. Obviously, all the buses are getting kind of packed. Some of these buses are still going. Like, what? Are you out of service? You're out of service, but how come you've got people in? Bus. Don't know how that makes sense. That who was basically being 5 minutes to the end of the day. Which is actually the end of the episode. So this is, like I said, the last of the Blackpool bus routes. We've done everything we can. We've upgraded everything as much as we could. We're making money on these two because that's just how it works. Everything else is getting pretty much is in the profits. They're not getting crazy amounts of money at the moment, but eventually it would work out that way. But yeah, this is at the end of our routes. We've got a new contract apparently. Oh, we ran out of data. Oh, that's not good. We'll have to up that. A bit more money for data. But yeah. That is going to be it for this. Well, I say this series. It's going to be it for Blackpool. We're going to continue the series. We're going to go to Manchester next, which will be next week. Next video going out will be Supermarket Simulator, and that'll be Saturdays now instead of Thursdays. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed this series as it's been going so far, leave a like. And comment as well. Let me know how you think of the series. Obviously, we're going to Manchester next. If you've got any ideas or any routes that you want to see me make, I will probably make my own routes, but I'm going to go off what the data is online for the actual routes in Manchester, not knowing how many bus routes there are in Manchester or where they go. So that's going to be an interesting one to find out. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Hopefully, like I say, we will see you when we see you in the next episode next week for the new area. I will see you all then. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.